In October 2025, a new church was completed on Atata City. It was built for the people who were forced to leave their island after the Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai eruption. Around the same time, we visited Atata and Nomuka, two islands deeply affected by the disaster. With the cooperation of a Japanese university, our compatriots took part in a tsunami experiment, revealing the power of the sea. From that day to the present, we look back and move forward. This is our journey 4 years after Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai. Four years ago, at around 5 p.m. on January 15th, 2022, the submarine volcano Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai erupted violently. It is located about 60 kilometers northwest of Tonga Tapu. The eruption triggered a tsunami that struck Tonga Tapu, Ha'apai, and Ewa. 4 lives were lost. The estimated economic loss was 421 million Tongan pa'anga, or 36.4% of Tonga's GDP. This map shows tsunami heights recorded. On Mango Island in Ha'apai, tsunami waves reached about 9 meters. At Kanokupolu on the western coast of Tonga Tapu, they reached 18 meters, and in Nuku'alofa, the tsunami rose to around 2 meters. The volcanic plume reached an altitude of 57 kilometers. After the tsunami, volcanic ash fell across the islands, severely affecting daily life, including drinking water supplies and agriculture. 84% of Tonga's population were directly affected by the tsunami and ashfall, and 99%, nearly the entire population, experienced some form of impact. However, given the scale of the eruption, some experts have noted that the loss of life could have been far greater. In the month before the eruption, increased volcanic activity had raised awareness of tsunami risk. The eruption occurred before sunset on a clear Saturday when many people were awake and active. The first wave was not immediately destructive, and the number of visitors was limited due to COVID-19 travel restrictions. Together, these factors helped limit the loss of life. In 2025, we at the Tonga Broadcasting Commission had the opportunity to accompany Her Royal Highness Princess Latufuipeka on a field research to Nomuka and Atata. Nomuka is located about 70 kilometers northeast of Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai. A tsunami of more than 5 meters swept into the village.
Ko Nomuka ni foko tahaya ngai fitu na wesia laita. Tsunami. Fa feta ipeke otua ko hi kwenda ki motu ko nom cake. Na la hawe pea o tawai ya toki holo mai ki Nomukani fa fofua ke me mita uangeau tu ai hau ai tsunami pe malombo ano ke oho ke ai tsunami of si ai ne wesia ai no fuanga kakai Ka koe ko ngalahi ngahi no fuanga I he tawhaaki koe ni ki he matatahi na e uesia a opito.
On Nomukeiki, a small island just off the coast of Namuka, tsunami waves reached about 20 meters, far higher than on Namuka itself. Nomukeiki helped shield the main island, and without it, the village would have suffered much greater damage, according to one of the island's talking chiefs, Whanua Whenewai. Even now, the coastal area where the school and police station once stood remains empty. However, he expresses his gratitude for the support provided by government and many other organizations.
E kai ko ia pe o te nai te hoko foke ki hoi ai ki hoi parapare mai a koe ni I tsunami ke whawawe ia mo mau ki wafu nai talo e lotua e mātua mahalo hata weni ni mangofuru ai si lotua e mātua me whenga e mātua pe whawhita I pe ko tari he pureanga he whae langa koe ni tau mahino ki kai ngā kua e toko ni e pureanga Vai whaitu o nā o hiki kia nofo ai. O toi lele yang e langa. Ke hea manau ki nofo anga koe. Vai ngahi langa lele, alo ngahi langa ke ngahi whalakalaka koe ni whakaono pōni. I he taimin pako pēa au koe tāpuaki. Tāpuaki e pitu ke nofo anga ka anga. Ka pau na ke hoko a tsunami. E kai ke hoko ngahi langa whalakalaka e koe ia ke ngahi whamila. Tamani e au kai ho nau iwi ke nau tue lawa o langa ha nau ngā I whare no fuanga o hange ko ia ko langa e whakaiwia ko no whai he pureanga. Ka ko hi ko ni hoko e whai ngata pa ko awhe mai ngā hi monu ia ko ia ki nomkani neongo hange ko kulawe ai whai ngata ana e hoko kai te ngalo he manatu. Ka kuafe mai ngai langa whalakalaka ko ni whalakalaka ia ki ranga nofo ai ka ngā mua nā mo'ui.
He says they received support for rebuilding homes, a hospital and a school, as well as vehicles and boats, along with major improvements to telecommunications. He also says that although the scientific causes are not yet fully understood, unusual changes have been observed in the sea.
E ngā awe ko ni ai tsunami, mai no pene e uesia ngā he nofo anga e mea mo'ui. Ka hira ngā he mahina si I mea I toi whakafoki pe nā tula ai tōkunga koe na I ai. Pa kuliri u foku e Atakai. I hoko mai koe na tsunami, kuliri u e Atakai e mea mo'ui o tahinga mea koe na ngā maheni ki ai koe ke toi fu. Ko tānoa I tahi I he tōmisi. Nei kai ko ha koloa ia ai motuni a tōmisi. Nei ai pe tōmisi I he whonuani. Ka ukai ke tatau ia mo e tōmisi ko e ni hiri e tsunami. Ne whariki a ke tōmisi e ngā hi matawhanga o tō momoa mono ngā hakau.
Atata Island lies to the northwest of Nuku'alofa. It was struck by a 10-meter tsunami, forcing residents to relocate to Tonga Tapu.
Ko e Atata, ko e ngani nofo kakai, ko ngani ki olunga. Pe ko konga ko asmai one ko nei ai ki resort pe ko hotele. Ai nofo e kaupalangi tola. I taimi ko mau nga mo ui ai taimi ko ia pe na hoko mau motuni ko e mot fra fo ofa mon I taitale tua ko mo taitale sikakai unau me mai ki hen pe ko ahoni mau nere mui mai I me mai taini princesi ke fai ne fekumi ne mai mo ako pe mau mama tai ke tupu ai vao lo to kolo pe ku fai tala noa ke ko historia ia ko taimi na ke hene kakai na whakafo ofa apito pena no fo pe aku fe mau he motua ko ni unesi fai ta ke fai pe whakamatala fe ka uaki mo si no fo taimi ko e na e whakafo ofa apito ki motun ko mau motu pa mau hiki at pe ki Tonga hanga tsunami o vai tu ua e mau no fo Pe o mahika ki Tonga ka mo mea mai pe ki anga whakaof pe mo e mautauhi e kau kesi me kau tua na nau whahau ki heni.
Today, only a few fishermen stay on the island. The paths have been cleared by the villagers, but the yards are still overgrown. The beach, once visited by many tourists, is now scattered with pebbles. Large rocks carried in by the tsunami still remain.
If you can come back here, would you like to come here and live here again?
Yeah, it's allowed to come anytime.
What happens when someone is caught in a tsunami? We invited Lucila Palay, a Tongan living in Japan, to take part in a tsunami experiment at a research facility. The experiment was conducted at the request of the Tonga Broadcasting Commission with the cooperation of Chuo University's Coastal Engineering Laboratory in Japan. Lucila is 176 centimeters tall, yet she was easily swept away. We then asked her how it felt.
Peko lava keo wa tonu ki he whainga tuunga koe nuku hanga no tesi koe no tsunami oku tesi o pe hange pe oku whaingofua ka koe taimi ko oku haua hoko mai tsunami pe koe whainga ta e ki mea si koe ni oko pe oku e whakatu tāmaki au pito i he tuunga malohi ko ku te lava ke te hanga o pule i akikita i he taimi ku haua tsunami i he ku wakai ke mea aho koe. O koe pe ai ako lahi i he ni hange ko ki tau tolko ni Tonga ko nā kusio pe i he taimi ko ne ahi ai he kusio pe te ke wau ki ai o ko wanga pe fo ki mantu ki tau nofo i Tonga ta wanga pe ta te sio he pe au. Ka koe taimi ko ku hau malohi pe hea tsunami te ke sio whakau ke pe ko whutaulaka ma tsunami. Ka koe taimi ko tese koe hau ni wai whakatokanga i ka te tau tolu he ahoni ka hangi ko tau tolu ko ni Tonga. O ku whemak mau pe ke tau ma te teo hangi ko ngai whatokanga ko whai ka te tau tolu he taimi hoko mai tsunami ke tau hola ke ngai wheitu ko whemak ko ke tau hola ki ai. He ko ngā koe mahino ka te au koe hau koe na tsunami. Koe mea au ku malohi au pito. Heke ke te lava ki taia whakawhepaki. Pe popoke o whakatek mau tolu ko tau pe Tonga, pe heki ke lahi whoki e whanki ko tau whanua, o koe pe ngahi taipu ku mou ngāwhi, hange koe ia koe mawhanunga ke pā koe mou ngāwhi Tonga, whakataha pe pa mo hau a tsunami. Ka koe whakatoka ngā tu pe ke tau whakawhanunga ki he ngahi o ngongo, pe mo ngahi whale i ko o ku whai mai i he e kakai koe o nau toka ngai e ngahi tawhaaki koea ki he mou ngāwhi pe he ki he tsunami ke tau talango fua o pito ki he ngahi whakau kai pe hola ke wawe i he taimi ta tau pe whemau pe ke tau ngau ke wawe e tau mawahe pa me ngahi wheitu o kuofi he ngahi matatahi. Mahalo koe ku ausia pe i he tesi koe ahoni e mahino ka tau e maalohi koe ai hau ai pe au o ku heka ke te lava ki tai au o tauwhi.
We also spoke with Professor Taro Arikawa, who oversaw this experiment.
だいたい膝下が当たるぐらいですので、40センチ、場合によっては30センチぐらいを想定して、あの時は作りました。理屈から言うと、100キロとか、その150キロとか、そういうオーダーで、力が当たっているものでしたから、流れるかもしれないなとは思ってたんですけど、やっぱり体の大きい小さいに関わらず、だいたい30センチから40センチぐらいで、場合によっては人が流されるぐらいの力の強さがあるのかということを改めて認識した感じです。 子供になると、やっぱり体重も小さくなってきますので、そうするとやっぱり流されやすくなりますし、一旦流されると本当に踏ん張りも効かないでしょうから、非常に危険な状態であるとは思います。
そもそも津波というのが、普段の海の高い波とどのように違うのかっていうのも教えていただけますでしょうか。
それはですね、一番大きく違うのはやっぱ波の長さです。波の長さというのは結局、例えば普段の、40センチの皆さんが海岸で見てる波は、行って、砕けてすぐ戻るというようなことを繰り返すので、多分、ある程度の高さに行ってしまえば、逃げ切れるのかなというか、来ないのかなということになると思うんですが、津波の場合、ずーっと来る、波の周期が長いものですから、そうするとずーっと来るようになります。でそうすると思っているよりも高いところまで、その津波が来たり、その力がずーっと当たっている状態になるので、そのために流されやすくなったりしますね。
We sincerely appreciate Lucila, Professor Arikawa, and everyone who took part in this experiment. The government is currently moving forward with new systems and policies aimed at reducing the impact of future disasters.
I would say it's a big event because there were lives that were lost. And if we scientifically compare this volcanic eruption to the region and in the international scale, I think the Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai volcanic eruption and tsunami event will sit among one of the strongest or the biggest. And in our generation, majority of us experienced this for the first time ever in our lifetime. Why a small number of deaths that was recorded? I think one of the underlying reasons for this could be related to the time of the day. The eruption occurred at around afternoon hours. It was still daylight. People were still awake. People were still in their normal activities. In comparison, if this event happened around midnight or early morning hours of the day, I do believe that maybe the casualties or the number of deaths could be higher because majority of the population would be asleep.
Even so, the government is working to reduce the impact of disasters no matter when they strike.
I would just like to further go on to explain, regardless of the timing of the event, day or night, it's really important that I stress the importance of the multi-hazard early warning system.
The government is now building a nationwide multi-hazard early warning system. It will include the existing tsunami warning system and other alerts to cover all major hazards in one national framework. It is built on 4 key pillars: risk knowledge, understanding the dangers; monitoring and forecasting, detecting threats and issuing warnings; communication and dissemination, making sure warnings reach everyone; and community preparedness and response, knowing what to do and where to go.
We are at the final stages of completing the National Multi-Hazard Early Warning System Action Plan or Roadmap for Tonga to operationalize the policy that's in place. And this looks at a bigger picture, also driving the early warning for all for Tonga that is to be achieved by 2027. Tonga National Working Group on Multi-Hazard Early Warning System that has already been established and approved by Cabinet to look into these activities. So when the time and the date of the event, if it's nighttime or daytime, we empower the people to know what to do through awareness, educational programs, and so on. Not only understanding how the timing of the day, nighttime or daytime, affects the total number of casualties or death rates in the Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai volcanic eruption and tsunami event, but also the behind the scene, the early warning systems that is involved that could also affect the overall consequences and impacts.
Maydeck is nearing completion of a new building for NDRMO and the Met Service. The offices are being relocated from a site 400 meters from the coast to the inland areas of Matatoa.
Pea e whakaukau ko ia, lavare vai ke o mai ai project ki koe ni, ai aku ilo whakapitania pe koe project ko ia, koe PREP project, pe koe Pacific Resilient project. Koe whakaukau whoki ia, hono langa koe ni koe o e whare, pe whakanau-nau. Ake ngahi nau-nau i ngau ake he teknolosia koe ni he taimini, he lorotonga ni, ke uhi ke ne lava o whakahoko ai proklama koe ke ne tukua te whakatokanga ke au ke toko taha kotoa pe. Me iai me whuirea pe ko ia, o ku hau me iai whuirea koe ni kou whahingua koe ofisi, koe National Disaster Risk Management Office, NDRMO, ai unga koe taimini. Pek mahino pe ai ta whaake koe ne whawakai matangi, Met Service ia ku mahino pe. Ai ko mau tō te mau iai. Pea lava rewa ngahi mea ngā au koe ni o mai koe ni whokotu e whare koe ni, ke mau whetoko ni aki ai. Iai mea ngā au e ki he tuku atu ai whakatokanga toka mua.
He also spoke about the challenges that became clear during the Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai eruption.
Koe taha e ngahi re soni nei ako me he hoko koe na Hunga Tonga-Hunga Ha'apai, ai pā koe mō ngāwhi koe ia. Koe mahino na e lahi au pito e ngahi tokoni nei o mai. Ka koe taha e ngahi paloparema, koe si ai ngahi whare tuku anga koloa, pe koe warehouse, whare tuku anga koloa whakawhonua, national, ke tuku he ngahi whitu ke tuku ki ai tokoni koe ni. Pea e whairewa e kore. Kore koe ni, alu whakataha pe ia, pea moe palani koe ni ke ngahi senta. Ke tu pe senta hango ni ko tonga tapu o stu foki I mui pe senta ko ni langa ko ni tonga tapu ni o kui mui ai warehouse wa fonua ia.
What can each of us do at home to prepare for disasters? He spoke about the importance of a 72-hour emergency kit.
Ko taha ngahi whakaamu whai I no tuku e whakamatala ko ni ke ngai family. Ko taha ngahi nau ko iai e nau ki kato o kuipe ko e kato hoa fitua. Aia ko e huinga hoa fitua, ke nau malawa ko ntaimpe hoko mai whakatokanga, pa ku whema urewa ko nau ongo I o koe ke malu ho nau apinofoanga, ai whare ko nau nofo ai, pa ku whema urewa ke nau unu rewa, ko whe ai whare huwhanga ofitaha, ka teki nau tolu. Pa ke nau unu ko ke whare huwhanga ofitaha ko ia, whema o whakaamu rewa ko nau ogo ki ai, ko uraki aho ko e tolu. Pea toki iau atu koe whakatamaki, ai kau tokoni. O whemau ke iai e nau ki nau, ke nau almoia. Pa koe ki nau ko whemau rewai ke whao rewai ha kato, e whemau ke nau to, moha nau ki I nau ulak tokoni. Ai koe nau ulak tokoni en, ke tokoni no to te rea na iaha mea e hoko. Iaha whakatamaki pe ko halavea, hataha. E lava ke nau ngau, iai mo nau hinawai, Neongo koe ngahi senta he taimini, os whakanau ka kato, he iai, o koe whakanau kato koni ko tāno koe ki ai, o koe ai ngahi tanke vai ai. Ka koe hange ko ki I wala whe unga, ki he whetongi he aho tolu, o e ngahi nau ko he mea tokoni, hange ngahi mea tokoni kapa, koe ngahi mea tokoni hange koe kreka, koe maa paku, ngahi umea tokoni pehe, e whie mau peke nau toka teo mue, whawufua ke aho tolu o ko tāno koe ki ai. Ai koe ume ai au whao I he ki kato koe ni koe ki kato hoa fitua te nau alu koe moia. Haka mahalo koe mea mahu inga taha koe I he ni ia. Koe teu ia, koe koha mea ia ke toki whai hake pe. o ku pehe pe ko ni ko fai ta wa fa en tau teu ko fai ta wa fa i kai o fe mai toka te uia ko programa ke fai anga maheni pe hange pe ha konga mo ui ke te mateu teu pe tai mo to toa tana ke mo me mau inga taha ko no fo tu he to taha ko ya ha ne ki palani fa foi tui pe anaia pe to tana greva na palan fo kapa ko family tana gre na fangi palan fa foi tui fa wa ke foi palani ko e family ke na fe ilongaki ko ha na fatongia tak o me mi pa ko to pe he time ku hoko fa tamak ka ku hoko e te mateu teu ko e konga ia ke ne hanga fa to la hi kita ka hoko pe fa nga me o ka ke hoko ke puna ho to loto pe te iri fia he te o sino molo be te o mateu teu pe kita ki hoko ha fa nga fa tamaki pe.
Last October, a new church was completed in Atata CE, where people from Atata Island have been living since their evacuation. In January, the church held its first wiki lotu. Life in Atata CE has now become part of daily routine for the congregation.
Paupe, kange ko ya ngai mau nofo. Ogu paupe ke mau feinga ke turi fua ke tatau ba mo ngai family mo ui tongani. Ko mau ge na mau fai mo tu na mau fe mari pe. Me au mau to pono pe ai mo. Ka ko ahon mau hiki mai ko ni go langa fo ho mau fare. Ie feinga na mau fai. Ko kakai fo ogu mau lotu hen. I he tai mo ko mau lotu ai, ka ko mau I motu fo, me ko mau tolu pea, ai ki kai ngalotu o mau lotu. Ka ko ni ko whawhiwhia bito e weekend, ka kai fo o mau sio ai, mai family na ulawa mai me muri ko ya mai ka mau tolu. Ka whawhiwhia bito whamawhana bito ka mata mau wike lotu, I he tau ni.
Hiri ange mau hene o awhi e woua, ia mau tokiranga ino mau whai lotu he tau. Nā kai koha whanonga whai ngofua na mau fau mai ai, ke mau au sia e whai lotu whaugani. Nā mau kamata he te niti mau hiki mai e ke ki whare whatain, hiki mai ke holo e kolopa koni ko mau I he whai lotu le lei ai. Ke whakpeki motu I he ongo ko ia, te rahanga mau whai lotu I motu hen. Nā koe mea koe ki he kuongo I ko oku ki make hen. Ko ia ko mau ihani mo mau ngai family. Ko mea lahi a ko mau whiawhia he mau he ni. O ka ke mau toe maa wahe mau inasi pe he mea tatau. O ku nai te tonu pe ko mau whanau pe I he ni. A ko mau lawe mau tolu ngai mātua ai. I he fo hiki fo o mai ko ni. Pang mau ngai o ku sai angen, o ku whakalakalaka angen. E mau fo hiki mai ko ni I hanga mau nofo whakafamily. Ka ma te tola hange mau lotu. Ki nau tolu nau hen pe ka nau I ngai whitu ke pe. Hoko e whai lotu koe ni, wha maa opo mai lewa mau tolu ka ue siliana kano atatasi. O mau kau whata lewa ngai hoa lotu asesi. Mal koe mea pia ku make, I mau hiku mai ke ni. Kon mo neo ku oksayangen, mau kau whata patonga lahe mau lotu.
Neongo na mau nofo he motu, na mau haka. Na mau nonga pe mo fie maari e mau nofo he motu. Pea hoko I whai ngata a, pea mau hiki mai ki heni. Te mo ui fo o wia mau mau he mau hiki mai ki heni o sio ki he fu area fo o mau nofo ai. Mau koe neongo peku o ku koe he tatau mo motu nai mau ngofua mea kotoa. Ka koe mau hiki mai koe ki heni. Pea o ku lahi lewa hono ngahi pore o naia. Totonge vai, totonge uhila he, mea kotoa. Ka mau fia he mau mai pia whai ange, ko lawa e langa e mau whare lotu koe nio mau lotu lewa ki ai he. I he ngahi wike mahu inga koe ni. Koe ku fia tāna kipe, fia au pito ai si ngahi family he mau hiki mai ki en. Neongo mau hiki mai ki he ni e hawe whakatokanga e matangi mo e hawhua. Kai ke mau toe hohaa he ko mau foki mai o nofo nonga I tongani.
Each of them continues forward in their own way.